The reason I'm emphasizing that adding or subtracting is because some other problem will say this. Okay, I just changed that, ending inventory. Then inventory change, year to year, increase by 10,000. So can you do that now? We start with the cost of goods sold, 62,000 in this case. Anybody? I know the delta is 10,000, but that's not what I'm interested in. I'm interested in adding and subtracting, right? In this case, adding. So please do not think you subtract all the time, right? You understand that, right? So inventory increase, you are adding it. Inventory decrease, you are subtracting. Are you going to memorize that? That's not going to work either. Don't memorize it. Develop a logic or understand it. Right? How do you understand that? Okay, my second grade question. You had 2 pencils at the beginning. You had 3 pencils at the end. You sold 10 pencils during the year. How many pencils you must purchase? It's kind of finding a puzzle piece of what? Yes, Gerald.
Actually, the way you drew it up, I don't even know if you meant to do this. It actually makes it really easy for me to understand.
Right.
If you have it set up like that, the right side has to equal the left side, and that's how you find that number. If you have the 3 given numbers, then that fourth number is incredibly easy to find without having to do any real math other than.
I'm so glad you said it, because guess exactly. Well, Gerard is not using the word, but he's explaining exactly my safety net. What's the option if nothing works? What is it? Tier account. That's exactly what he's talking about. Well, he makes me talk about tier account a little bit early, right? But that's correct. That's correct. So please come to the tier account. There's nobody in this room do not know tier account, right? Tier account has 2 sides, debits and credits. I'm talking about inventory. I started with the inventory tier account, but you can start with the other tier account first. Anyway, so is this given? Don't look at other things. Just put it down. What's given? The beginning, ending, given. Am I right? What else is given? What else is given in the problem? Cost of goods sold, 62,000 cost of goods sold. So when you sold inventory balance will go down. So debit cost of goods sold, credit inventory, again, accounting 1A chapter 5, 62. So what is missing here in order to make arithmetic works forcefully? Without thinking, 20,000 plus X. No, you don't know that. She memorized it, or she's looking at the back of my hand already.
Yeah, covering it up doesn't really help. I still see it.
Try to hide it. 20,000, I'm trying to develop the algebra equation. 20,000 plus X minus 62,000 has to be equal to 16. Do I have to write it? No. Okay, well, I say one more time just in case somebody's still writing. 20,000 plus unknown X. Well, it sounds like a math instructor. Subtract 62,000 equal to 16. That's exactly what Gerard said earlier, making debit side equal to credit. Right, so we are not home yet, right? Because we got this. So I'll go back to this question, original question 16. So 58,000 is total inventory what? Please say it. Purchased during the year. Then how come this is not the answer for this? I want to put that down 58,000. I want to move on to the next line item, right? This is too long, right? Cash. But problem is, what's the first word?
Cash.
Yeah. Not necessarily we pay all cash, thanks to our wonderful vendors and suppliers who can trust us. What? Trust what?
Accounts payable.
We're gonna have a continued business with them, so we have accounts in their business, accounts payable. So accounts payable now, accounts payable. What happened to accounts payable? Okay, so this is another plus minus thing. So should we add or subtract? What happened to accounts payable? I remember that you made delta column, so you're supposed to do what? As you finish, you cross out. Do you remember that? are you doing the crossing out system? I have right here, right? The delta column here, so what happened to accounts payable here? You have the same handout. Accounts payable what? Increased by 2,000. So should we add 2,000 to 58, or should we subtract 2,000 from 58,000? What I'm trying to answer? What's the question we're trying to answer?
How much cash?
How much cash we paid? How much merchandise inventory purchased? 58,000. Accounts payable balance increased 6,000 to 8,000. Decreased cash?
That's increase in account payable, then cash is 2,000.
Think again. You said exactly the opposite.
If you increase accounts payable, then the amount of cash that you spent on your merchandise during the years goes down by 2,000. Your cash outflow goes down by 2,000.
Accounts payable, let's go back to, let's try to help you develop your feeling. Accounts receivable increase. You got that feeling that it's not good for cash, right? But accounts payable increase, you said, I'm repeating what I said, because I want to develop your feeling. The feeling is important, because memory will not work. So accounts payable increase, that means you are using other people's cash. Whose cash? Vendor's cash.
Then you pay less cash.
Yeah, you pay less cash. You preserve your cash. So your cash balance will go
Down.
up
You're gonna hold on to 2,000 more dollars.
more than, so you pay less cash. It's good. So when you said your cash balance going down, I think what you meant is you pay less cash to the vendors. I think that's what you meant, right? But when you said my cash balance going down, that's exactly the opposite of what you're trying to say. I don't want to confusing you. Anyway, the reason, over the years I found out this second line is confusing people because you work so hard, you got the number, but you forgot it's cash, it's opposite direction of the first line. First line was cash received, second line is cash paid. Well, anyway, so we finally arrived. What's the answer? 56 is the correct answer. Okay. Again, every time I do that, then I will go back to what our safety net. What's the safety net? Key account. So can we switch? Okay. So 58,000. Okay with everybody. Where did you get 58,000 from? We got 58,000 earlier, right? Now you understand that why I do this first. You cannot do this first. You have to find out how much inventory you purchase first. Then when you're buying an inventory, what account are you using? What account are you using? Accounts payable account. So is that credit? 58,000. What's the debit? Journal entry. When you're buying inventory from your vendor, what's the debit entry? Debit inventory, credit accounts payable, correct? Okay. So 6,000 given, beginning bill. 8,000 given, you just got 58,000. So what's the unknown X in this case? Please don't look at me this 6,000. Okay. So what's the algebraic equation if you have to make algebraic equation? 6,000 plus 58,000 minus unknown X has to be equal to what? 8,000. So as Alan said, we only paid what? 56,000 instead of
58,000.
that's right. Are you digesting, ingesting, personalize what you're getting? The reason you have to do that is because another problem, different number, if you do not understand, then you're gonna get lost, right? So just getting the number is not enough. You have to make the knowledge into yourself.